Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
How many of us have experienced being so close to something we deeply desired, almost getting there, but not quite reaching the goal? Our lives are marked by moments of not getting what we hoped for, from small disappointments to profound losses. It happens to all of us. We make it to the final round of interviews, but don't get the job. A relationship we deeply care about ends. A medical diagnosis changes everything. Our lives are punctuated by these moments of almost, of not yet, of no. Our Torah portion this week begins with Moses pleading to God, "I pray, God, let me cross over and see the good land." But God says no. Moses climbs the mountain, he sees the land, but only from a distance. At the end of his life, Moses does not get to go into the promised land. For 40 years, this mission has been his life's work. He led the Israelites out of Egypt, through the wilderness, carrying this vision. Yet he does not get to fulfill it for himself. The Torah gives us a reason. In a moment of anger and frustration, Moses strikes the rock instead of speaking to it as God had instructed. And for this, Moses is told that he may not enter the promised land. We may not like the explanation. It seems so unjust. But having an explanation, any explanation, offers some kind of comfort. It suggests that outcomes are connected to choices, that the world has order, that what happens makes some kind of sense. But in real life, the reasons are often missing. People live with unfulfilled dreams and unexplained suffering. Not all losses come with clear causes. Not every no is something we can explain. So where is God in the unfair, unexplained heartbreak of a no? What kind of spiritual lens helps us to live with this reality? The Midrash tells us that Moses is nearing his death when he pleads again to enter the promised land. And when God refuses, Moses turns towards the heavens, and then the earth, and then the sea, and even to the angel of death, but all tell him no. Finally, God tells him, "This is the decree. Do not question me." And Moses, heartbroken, lays down and dies with a kiss from God. It's an unsettling story that does not provide the happy ending that we hope for. But sometimes the answer must be no. There are limitations in every life. We all have existential boundaries which cannot be breached, no matter how much we wish for a different outcome. Yet there is something profoundly moving in this midrash as well. In Moses' greatest sorrow, he is not abandoned. He is met with intimacy, with care, with presence. This is a spiritual truth. It's not just about whether our hopes are answered. Maybe in times of heartbreak, of the greatest disappointment, when we have reached the boundaries of what is possible, asking for more is the wrong question. Perhaps we should be asking instead, where can I find my spiritual grounding in this moment, no matter what the moment brings. In the face of heartbreak that cannot be undone, maybe it's time to ask a different question. Not, please God, give me what I long for, when we know it's no longer possible. But, please God, let me feel your presence. Be with me in this. And life is not measured only through a list of achievements. In between dreaming and working towards achievement, we create a meaningful life. We tell Moses' story and focus on the entire narrative of his life, not just its ending. The framing of a life, of all the many things that occur, the challenges faced, the failures and the wins, all of it holds importance for us. No one finishes every task or achieves every goal. To be human is to always be on the journey, never reaching the destination. Our lives are limited. In a sense, that is what gives our choices and everyday moments meaning. In just a little while from now, we will close our eyes and join together in the words of the Shema, words that we find in this week's Torah portion. We close our eyes in order to help us be fully present to the sounds of each other. And within that moment of heightened presence, we declare, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. But there's something more hidden in the word Shema itself. It doesn't simply mean hear. It means notice, listen, make meaning from what you perceive. Shema, listen. Not only to hear God when God says no, but to remain in relationship when that is the answer.